Someone broke your trust and it will make you feel like a fool. Save yourself from further disappointments. It's not worth it. Hey Aquarius friends, welcome to Intuitive Johnny, and this is your September 2019 reading. Before everything else, let me give you guys a quick rundown of the content of this reading. First, I will do a general reading or a general spread for you guys, and it may talk about your career, your love, or maybe just a general reading overall. Then I will be pulling an advice card regarding this reading. Then there will be 2 messages for career and 2 messages for love. Then I will be pulling the top 3 advice cards for the month of September that will help most of you with the intention of moving energies for the best possible outcome. So now I already have your cards here, and the reason why I'm saying save yourself from further disappointments is because the other person, I feel like you are dealing with another person who did not care so much about your being. It felt like this person was from the beginning, felt like someone who is promising, has a lot of things to give to you, but it felt like suddenly they broke the promise because you guys had some kind of understanding in the past. However, this person was not able to give what was expected from him or from her, and it's giving you so much disappointment because you gave your trust to this person. From your in your subconscious, you feel like you want to change directions. You want to kind of make a U-turn or somehow divert your the direction that you're going to. It feels like you know in yourself that you have to get away from the situation. However, even though in the past they have repeatedly gave you headaches, gave you disappointments, but you are still very, very, very open to communication. You are consciously trying or maybe even waiting for this person to actually come back to you and say, hey, I'm going to do this now. I promise you I'm going to be better now, and I will do the things that we have agreed on. And it feels kind of there's a lot of contradictions within yourself. You don't know if you're going to let go or keep waiting. It feels like there's a lot of push and pull here within yourself, and it's in that point where you are in a tightrope and you're just trying to balance everything, and you're just trying to hold on because this person or whatever this person is supposed to offer you or supposed to give to you, whatever value it is, it feels so important to you and you have invested a lot in this. Now, in the future, you're still very hopeful. I feel like for many of you, this may be about a love or a relationship or another person. It can be at work, it can be someone who promised you something, it can be about money, that this person is promising you something like a job or some kind of monetary value. But I feel like for many of you, it's a relationship because in the future, you are being very, very, very hopeful. It's not just about for this person that you are dealing with, but I feel like for yourself you're very hopeful, but there's so much distrust happening right now, and I feel like this other person doesn't really care so much about you, and it's very annoying for me. You are constantly being disappointed, and it's somehow you kind of expected that this will happen. It's not like you are very surprised, but although the 2 of clubs is a very minor kind of energy for me, but the feeling that I'm getting from the card is it's been going along for some time, and it just keeps repeating, and it's somehow, even though it's a minor card, supposed to be a minor card, in your past there has been this so many layers of pain, of guilt, of of disappointments, of things that was not at par to your standards or your satisfaction, and this even the slightest amount or even a featherweight of disappointment is giving you so much pain. Now the other person around you, the other person that you're dealing with, or the people around them that may be affecting their decisions or their actions, and that's why you're disappointed. There's so much things going on with them, there's so much drama, and I'm looking at this as somehow kind of a codependent energy. There's a lot of convenience with it, going along with it. I don't see this person as someone that you can trust. I feel like this person can be hiding things from you because from the beginning it feels like they're very trustworthy, but somehow there are things that they have. They're trying to. It's like a sheep in a wolf in a sheep's clothing. That's right, yeah. The wolf in the sheep's clothing. Somehow in this effect, because they're projecting this image to you, or they're telling you sweet things like, yeah, I would do this, I would do that, but they are hiding stuff. Like they are not exactly telling you everything. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and you are hoping for some kind of reversal from them. It's some kind of clarity, some kind of message, some kind of communication, initiation from them, something about them that will change. But it's not happening. I don't see it happening, because when you keep hoping, if you keep hoping and you keep waiting for them, the outcome card, it's not a very positive card, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to upset you guys, but do your best judgment. But I really, really, really feel that there is no point for you to keep hoping. There's no point for you to wait for it. It's not worth it. I feel like there's a lot of disappointments, and I don't wanna say these things and then make you guys disappointed that, hey, you said that blah 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 blah. But these are the energies that I'm getting. Try to assess in your situation and trust your gut. I don't see this as something very, very trustworthy. Now, the next cards, this other person is represented by the Jack of Clubs, and you are represented by the King of Hearts. What it's telling me is that you guys are not in the same level of understanding. You may be not in the same spiritual level. You may have different priorities. You may have different beliefs, but somehow this person is telling you otherwise, that hey, in the past I can do that, I can do this, and I will make you happy, and all those broken promises. And it doesn't feel like they are going to change anytime soon. It feels like they're determined to do what they need to do. Yes, they have reasons to. They have valid reasons why they're doing what they're doing. However, I don't see the good of this for you, and it feels like you keep on waiting for things to happen, but I don't see things happening. At least for the month of September, I don't see things happening. Try to assess with your situation. If it's not worth it, guys, just leave them. It's going to give you a lot of feeling of unsettled situations and not being able to fulfill your satisfaction, or things were not at par to what you guys expected. So there is so much things that can be. It feels like there's a reversal of things that's supposed to happen. Like things are supposed to go upwards. Things are supposed to be like slowly progressing to where you want it to be. But then the reversal is happening, which is represented by these cards. And the Ten of Clubs is supposed to be something really good, but the Nine of Clubs is like something that is just trying to take advantage of other people. This kind of energy, like a leech, like just trying to be like it's somehow painless. You don't notice it, but it's actually sucking the blood out of you. So that's the feeling that I'm getting here, guys. Now I will be pulling an advice card for you guys. Let's see what this is. Advice card for this reading. Just one card, just one card. I think there are 2 cards for you. So this is the card that jumped out. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens a doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. I feel like with this card, even though you are feeling like you're losing, there are actually other ways for you to win. There are other ways, maybe not in the way that you want it, but there are other things for you to enjoy. And try not to limit your happiness into a certain person or certain expectations or certain organization. If it's a business, not everything is based on it, and your abundance is all over. It's not just with that specific situation or person. Now, your other card is let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So those are really good, very good advice cards for you, Aquarius. Now I will be pulling doing your career messages. So there will be 2 messages for career and 2 messages for love. So very quickly, first message. Career. I feel like your energy is being transferred into the workplace, and I feel like it's so much when I flip these cards, it feels heavy. I felt the heaviness in it, and it's affecting you. It's like pulling you downwards. There is this failure in companionship, failure in working together in the office. It feels like things are being expected from you, but you may not be able to deliver not because you are not capable, but it feels like your energy is just so down. So you guys have to lift it up a little bit. Some expectations are not being met from you or from other people from people that you work with. That's what I meant to say. So there are things that you want to achieve, but then it's not being achieved because you guys are in this level of spirituality, or your energies are just down. It feels like you cannot focus because there's this 4 of Spade card that tells me that it's in a kind of losing way. So I feel like if I have to connect this message to the general reading, it feels like to me that there's not not enough reason for you to really do this thing, because it's just not feeling worth it for me. Now, second message for career. I feel like when your energy is really trying to chase something, it feels like it's not going to get to you. It feels like the more you try to chase it, the more it runs away. And it's not the best analogy for me to you, but because I feel like it doesn't mean that if you leave it, it will come back to you. It doesn't mean like that. But I really I really feel from the cards that it's not worth it for you to even try to or even hope for things to come around for you. It doesn't feel like the right thing for you. It's like a kind of energy that is just in your life for you to learn something. It doesn't feel like something that has to stay or meant to stay for a long time. Next message, career for Aquarius. The first message that I gave you guys, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen or turn out that way. It's depends on you how you are going to tackle things. If you will be affected by the energies around you, you can actually, if you want, if you will not be, if you will be able to work around your whatever that is that you are encountering, you will be able to pull it off at work. Second message for career. I feel like you guys, there are people around you that is expecting much from you. I feel like they are kind of in this somehow confrontational moment. Like, I feel like when I flip these cards, I feel like this is them and this is you, and they're like, where are those things? Where's the report that I'm asking you from last week or 2 weeks ago? Like, they're supposed to be ready now, and you're like here, like you're kind of intimidated, and you're trying to hide things from them, that you're trying to not be affected by the things that's happening around you. So I feel like there's a lot of expectations from you when it comes to your work, and I feel like you will be able to pull it off. I think they will be able to pull it off. Whatever it is that the people around you are expecting, they also have some things around them, which is a very, very weird message actually, because so why would the cards tell me this? I think it's just telling me to you, I think the cards are just telling me that you are not alone. People around you actually have some baggages around them, and they are just trying to make things through, pull things through, because you guys need each other at work, and you guys need to work together. So you guys just have to pull it through. They may appear like they're okay, but they're actually also going through things like you do, and it's something. I think it's this message that I'm getting is somehow just telling you that, hey, you're not alone, and don't feel so bad about yourself. It may be difficult, but it's just a part of life, and it's just the way it is, and there's nothing much we can do, but it's life. You just have to enjoy life. It's just how it is. Sometimes we are in situations that we don't want to be, but we can't really control many of the things that are happening in our life, and we just have to ride it through. And remember, always remember that whatever it is that we're going through, it's just a part of our lives. It's not, I mean, it's just a speck or a dot. Whatever this situation is in our life, I'm not just talking about this life, I'm not just talking about this physical life, but your spiritual life. Because after this, who knows, we might be going somewhere else and we'll just be laughing around or laughing about the things that happened in this life. Love, love messages for Aquarius. Love messages for Aquarius. I feel for you, Aquarius friends. I'm not going through a very sunny phase myself, so yeah. So I get you. Love, 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 love. Love messages. One more shuffle. Okay, here it is. Okay, I feel like for many of you, this relates directly to your general reading. It feels like to me that this person, the person you're dealing with, is still being represented by the Jack of Clubs. And it's telling me that this person is actually going to come. Hello, so the camera shut off. And how annoying is that? But I did not go too far anyway. So what I was saying is that the person you're dealing with is still being represented by the Jack of Clubs from your general reading. And it's telling me that this person has something to offer you, some kind of peace, some kind of friendship, a white flag, some kind of apology. And this person is going to come to you with some sort of peace offering. And I feel like this is the sign for you to take it. It's a sign for you to take it because it's going to give you peace. It's going to give you closure. Just a side note here is that this person is really someone that you cannot trust because this person is still hiding something. It's not something that will be hurtful to you, but they're just not telling you all the wrong or all the information. And I feel like you don't even need to know those because it feels like it doesn't matter anymore. You will know that it doesn't matter anymore when they talk to you, and you will feel that it's not worth it anymore. So that is the message for that. Now I'm going to pull another message for love. Just one more message for love. So there are things that are just not being given a solution or given some kind of closure, or maybe things became awkward and they're not yet being, or they were not given some kind of closure before, which I'm going to take back. I would say it's before it wasn't given a closure because I feel like there's some form of closure here now. So there's a promise of love. There's a promise of great emotions big investment when it comes to affection, and you're going to be receiving some sort of situation or some communication wherein this person is offering you closure. It's the same message. It's really weird. In the past, there's a lot of awkwardness. There's a lot of unsettledness and undecided things, and it feels like they are going to, or you will be the one to offer surrender, or just remove things from yourself, or just end all those unsettledness, and it's going to give you peace. I feel like this is going to be very beneficial for you, and I'm very happy that it has this kind of energy. You may not be feeling like you want it now, but it feels like to me that the energy around you is very supportive for you to have some sort of closure. Now I'm going to draw three, I cannot say three cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. 3 advice cards that will help you move energies for the best possible outcome. It may be for your healing, that's 1, that's 2. So the first card that flew: visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. The second card that flew is: it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive, to be a conduit for good coming to you and for you as it blesses the world. Whatever blessings that you have or being given to you, acknowledge them and share them with the people you care about. It can be a charity, it can be your friends who you think may be benefiting to whatever blessings that you have, even if it's just sharing a meal, treating them for a dessert, or whatever it is. It's as long as it's a blessing. Now, the third card is raise or promotion. It says here that congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. So I feel like this energy is really coming towards you. It's just allowing this to come towards you. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take actions based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So there it is, Aquarius friends. I hope you guys will get more clarity for the month of September. And yeah, all the best, and I'll see you next one. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you in the next reading. Okay? All the best, guys.